Hey, what's up, boys? Johnny the Beard, reporting for duty. Listen, I got a little announcement to make. Nooch Neighborhood Picks, like and subscribe. We get into all kinds of dialogue, long form, hot takes, jokes, serious discussions. If you really love sports and like the conversations as far as debate and opinions, and you don't ever want to get bored, you're in the right place. So right now we're continuing it's the last round of our Pick'em contest, week 17, weekly picks, and there's four of us that are mathematically alive. My mother picked 8 out of the first 9 games correct. She's actually right now 17 for 27 with 3 picks left, which is crazy. Mama Nooch is in first, 17 for 27. I'm 16 for 27. Of course I'm playing. I want to win. Year round has 16 for 27, and Tony C has 15. The next closest guy, I believe, is Joe D. A couple guys got 13 on down. So those are the 4 that are eligible to win. But please put your picks in below. I love this stuff. And also, what I'm going to be doing is this is the Fantasy Football Super Bowl. I'm coming in early. I'm coming in super early, 10, 10:30, rocking for 2, 3 hours, answering everybody's start sit, doing the weather. I'll have my TVs behind where you guys can see. I'll have my device in front of me. I'll have my phone. We're attacking everything and talking sports and having fun like we always do. And I'm going live every Sunday until the Super Bowl because I'm having too much fun, and we'll talk about bets and who we think's going to win, and just have a blast. And then you could ask me who I like to score anytime touchdown. Instead of fantasies, we could break down player props. But let's get into this here. I only like 2 games right now, so I'm going to literally pick the third one on the fly. Let me tell you the ones I like. I feel like there's 2 teams this week that you can get for underdog money, and I'm not doing a whole big, long, drowned out one. I just want you to get this, pick, and then when I'm live streaming Sunday, I'm going to go over everything. We're going to talk about who we like, so I'm saving it, okay? So now, the 2 games that I like, the 2 dogs, I feel like they should be favorite. Therefore, I feel like putting these 2 teams in each could win. I like them together in a teaser. Add 6 points to each of them. You'll get 9.5 points with both of these teams right now, and they are the Minnesota Vikings over the Green Bay Packers and the Carolina Panthers over the Bucks. I'm waiting for Tommy Two Steps to not look like he's pushing 50, but then I have to realize that he is, and they stink. And when you fake a check down to Fournette and all 11 guys jump, and that's how you get your deep ball, you stink. So I'm getting a little, and like you could tell that I'm really frustrated with Tommy Brady. So I like Carolina, and I like them. I like adding on points to them, but I like Carolina plus 3.5. Sam Darnold in the month of December, last 4 games, is in the top 5 passer rating in the NFL. Brock Purdy's 1, Sam Darnold's 4. Cousins rounds it out at 5. I'm sure Mahomes is in there and whoever else is hot. But Carolina, very, very dangerous. I'm going to go with Carolina. That's 1. And my other team is Minnesota. I really don't believe that Green Bay is really the favorite. I don't give a shit that they're home. I mean, you got to do it on the field. I've seen the Giants go to Lambeau at 9-7 and beat them to go to Super Bowls. So anything could happen. The Vikings always let us down when we're counting on them. People are just expecting Minnesota to screw up like kind of. It's almost like a little bit of a Dallas Cowboy syndrome thing. Like, oh, they're Cousins is crazy, but I'm not sold on Green Bay just yet. It feels good. It's a nice story, but if they do this again, then I'm never gonna doubt Rodgers because that would be crazy because I don't see it happening. But I was wrong on every pick last week. I had a perfect record. I was on my high horse from that plus 34,000 parlay 2 weeks ago. Picked everything right, and Christmas holiday, I was perfect again. Everything wrong. So never get too cocky and never bet too much. So I like Carolina plus 3.5. I like Minnesota plus 3.5. And my third pick, I'm going on record right now. Give me the Jacksonville Jaguars to step up because the only reason they're -3 is because the Texans played a little bit tough. It's in Houston. The Texans are hot. They almost beat Dallas. They almost beat Kansas City, and then they won last week. Well, how high have we gotten on these other teams that got hot? You could see you're not a great team at 1-11, no matter how nice you played in a couple games. Give me Trevor. Ooh, I take that back. Jacksonville and Tennessee are the two teams that don't give a shit what they do. So stay away from the Jacksonville game. That's why we got to talk. Those two teams, does not matter what they do. So no, I don't like them. So and I don't trust New England. These are shitty games. You know what I'm going to go with? These are tough, man. Give me the Niners, laying the 9.5 with going against Derek Carr's backup, whoever that is. Niners by 10. Carolina, Vikings, and 49ers. Then we got Cleveland at Washington. Cleveland's +1.5 at Washington. Please, please, dear God, don't make me have to watch a Washington Redskins playoff football game. That's boring. I'd rather see Seattle. I'd rather see Detroit. I'd rather see Green Bay. The only team I don't want to see, along with the Skins, is the Saints. Pukeville. So, please, I'm rooting for Cleveland. Give me Cleveland plus the 1.5. Look, watch these games, guys. This is why I'm not wasting time on this shit. I don't like to lie. If I don't feel it, I'll be like, guys, this is a shitty week. You know how I do it. So, Cleveland plus 1.5 at Washington. Okay, Cleveland. New Orleans plus 5.5 at -5.5. Please, dear God, I know I just said a prayer. Please don't make me have to watch New Orleans in the playoffs either. New Orleans and Washington, all right? Thanks. All right. Amen. I'm serious. So I don't want to see Washington, and I don't want to see the Saints. Be gone. Be gone. Arizona is +6 at Atlanta. Another game I have no interest in. Stinks. But we got to remember fantasy. Guys, if you lost the back, Jonathan Taylor, Henry, shit's going weird, but you're still in there, I would take a hard look at Cordell Patterson this week. Algier's running good. You got to compliment. Algier's rumbling and stumbling. Algier leads the NFL in yards per carry when the box is stacked. He's got like 5.9 yards a carry on a stacked box, which is unheard of. Yeah, I kind of like Cordell. That's why when we go over these games on the live stream Sunday, 10 a.m. to 1, full throttle, New Year's morning, I want to go over these games and the guys to look at it. I'm going to have the weather forecast of these games. Jacksonville at Houston, the game might not matter. Almost forgot about that. The Bears are +6 at the Lions. Divisional game. Who knows? Don't get caught betting too much this week. Be careful. These games are funny. Miami, New England. Funny game. Who knows? Teddy Two Gloves, backup quarterback against New England. Who do I like? I don't know. No clue. I'm not picking it if I don't like it. Sometimes the pick is no pick. Denver Broncos +12.5 at Kansas City. They were just +9.5 at Kansas City 3 weeks ago and covered. So is Denver going to cover twice? I doubt it. But they played them tough. Familiarity sometimes comes into play. Give me Denver to plus the 12.5. KC rarely covers. They covered last week. Those bastards owe me money. Indianapolis +5.5 at the Giants. I'm a Giants fan. I got nobody in this fantasy. I don't have any Giants. I don't have any Colts. Give me the Giants minus the 5.5. Jets stink. Give me Seattle +1.5. Even if the Jets win, I won't be betting it. San Francisco -9.5. We like that one against the Raiders. I hope the Raiders get destroyed for what they did to Carr. When you have the only guy that cares on the team and you shit on him, you're not my kind of people. So Minnesota, we talked about that. The Rams are playing the Chargers. Another disgusting, ugly game. I really am happy to get this one out of the way, get to the last week in the playoffs. Who do we like there? Give me the Chargers -6.5. No touchdown Herbert. Killed me a couple rounds ago. First round of the playoffs. Got a 312 yards and a goose egg. We got to watch Herbert. They're the AFC Bucks. The Chargers are the AFC Bucks. Look at their points for. Look at the Bucks. Subpar. Look at Tommy's yards. Look at Herbert's yards. High. Look at their touchdown passes. Low. They get down the field. They can't get in for some reason. Shitty play calling on the Chargers. That fish face coach. Everything's off to the side. Low air yards. And Tommy can't do anything but throw the low air yards because he's not going to stay in there and get hit because he's not making any sacrifices going on 46. Tommy doesn't hang in there anymore. He's got no escapability, and he does not hang in. If you're not willing to hang in, no good. No good. So then the flex game is Pittsburgh at night, +2.5 at the Baltimore Ravens. We don't know about Lamar yet. Kenny Pickett. Pittsburgh's getting better. Baltimore won 100 games this year by accident. Give me Pittsburgh, no matter who plays, +2.5. I might bet that one Sunday night. And then Monday night, I just want to talk about this, Buffalo and Cincy. Oh, how many people? I must know 10 different guys this year that have Diggs and Higgins on the same team. And I happen to be going up against a guy this week in my hometown league. He's got Diggs, Higgins. He's got like 5 guys from that game. So I basically have to put up a super duper day Sunday and then hope and then just root against points Monday, which I hate to do, but I will. So I'm Nooch's Neighborhood Picks. I'm going to be live streaming, start, sit, everything, the whole betting board, player props. It's a 3-hour show, Sunday morning, live stream. Pop in, say hello, ask me questions. I mean, it's interactive for a reason. So come on in, ask me shit. You got something on your mind? Or even if you think of something, write it down so you remember to ask me on Sunday. All right? I'm getting out of here. This is a quick one. So I will see you Sunday morning. And until then, Happy New Year. See you next year.